everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing really well. Hope you've had a great start to the week. I've messed up, guys. I've really messed up. I'm looking for my husband's perfect birthday fragrance. His birthday was yesterday. I've talked about it in my last video. I'll link it down below. I'm just looking for something that's just really special, sexy, amazing, understated, gorgeous, just wow. I'm just looking for something really wow. And so I've left it really late. I only had a week to find it, and I had 2 quick trips to the fragrance counters to try and get it. I must have sampled probably about 50, I think, in one trip, which I know is just madness. They're all here. Gosh, they're strong. I mean, I know it's mad, crazy. But I managed to whittle it down to 5 that I thought were contenders, and of the 5, the one that I thought was definitely going to be the one, where's my little card gone, was on this card here, and it was the L'Homme Prada. So I just loved it on this card, L'Homme Prada. It was everything I wanted. It was this fresh, clean, along the lines of Prada Amber, quite subtle. It had a kind of edge to it, which I think now was more of a citrusy kind of edge. I didn't recognise at the time, but it's faded quite a lot now as well on this card. But it was just everything I was looking for. I thought it was L'Homme Prada because it's on my L'Homme Prada card. So headed off into town on Saturday. Mad rush as always. My little girl's got a poorly eye at the moment, so I'm having to put some drops in, and I'm the only one who she'll let put these drops in, and it's really hard to get her to have them, and she has to have them at a certain time. Rushed into town knowing I've got to rush back to get these drops in. Rushed into the shop, and I was like, I want to buy, please, L'Homme Prada. And so she said, well, have a little spray before you buy it again. So I was like, oh, great. So she sprays it, and my heart sank straight away because I said, that's not L'Homme Prada. She said, yeah, it's definitely L'Homme Prada. And I said, but I don't like it. Guys, I don't like it. I knew it wasn't the one that was on this card. They're quite different, actually. The actual L'Homme Prada I found to be very strong straight away and very powdery, and I got the iris and I got the violet and I got the floral, it's got geranium in it. I got it, and the penny dropped straight away because I've read the write-up on L'Homme Prada, and I've read all these things, the neroli, the patchouli, the pepper that's in it, and the penny just didn't drop when I was smelling this, that doesn't actually smell like it's describing on this card. I can only put it down to just complete and utter overload. I think I just completely overwhelmed myself. And just got really confused. So classic schoolgirl error. The one that I love and I'm in love with that's on this card, I don't even actually know what that is. So I'm there and I'm smelling it, and I know I don't like it. And the reason I didn't like it, I found it quite sickly, and also very samey. I know I've smelt that smell quite a lot of times before, like just out and about, like on a bus or at work or something. It wouldn't be out of place, like on someone. It's not exceptionally good. It's not unique. It's not wow for me personally, and it's quite interesting because thank you so much for all of your feedback, because so many of you love L'Homme Prada and have said, you know, it's so classy and it's so sexy. And you know, that's the wonderful thing about fragrance. We're all so different and we all smell things differently. and thank you so much for all of your help. But for me personally, I really don't like it. And I was in a real fix. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have time to try and track the one down that I like. I didn't have any time at all. So I needed to get my husband something. So I got it, knowing it wasn't right actually. And but it was very nicely, it was perfect, guys. It's a gorgeous gift. It's so perfect in every way. It's just I don't like the smell. I got him the 100 ml. Which is, you can see, oh, it's reflecting all the light. So I got the 100 ml. I think they do 150 ml actually. It could have been worse. I got him the 100 ml. Got a very lovely little gift with it, which my husband's wanted one of these actually, like a little bag to put all his razor and things, shaving stuff in. It was beautiful. It was just such a perfect gift. But my heart had sunk, and I went home with a heavy feeling, knowing that it wasn't right. And knowing my husband so well, I knew he wouldn't like it. It's just not going to be for him. I knew that. It's too average. It's nothing special. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone who is in love with this. I feel really bad, but I can only be honest in how I feel about it. So anyway, so on his birthday, I just had to gingerly give him that bag, and with the, you know, the kind of warning of, you're not going to like this. I'm so sorry. I've messed it up. I so wanted it to be right for you, and I've got it wrong. And my husband was really polite, you know, he was really appreciative and was like, no, let me smell it, I might like it. And I'm like, well, don't touch the actual thing, because you're not keeping it. He had no choice in the matter. Don't open it, because I want to take that back and I've got to swap it or get my money back or something. So we sprayed the tester. I had a tester. Can you believe I had a tester and I didn't spray the tester? Just pure silliness. So we sprayed the tester. His first impression was that it was fine, it's okay, but it was something he'd smelled before many times. It's mad projection. I mean, it just 2 sprays on him, and every time I walked in a room he was in, I could smell it in the room. And that's great if you like it, but I don't like it, and so it's making me feel quite poorly every time I walk in the room and I can smell it. It's I know it sounds awful, but it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, like a guy like in his late teens, early 20s, like in a nightclub, who's sort of coming up to you trying to like chat you up and things, and he doesn't smell clean. Oh, I know this sounds awful. I've got to be honest, like, he's not had a shower or actually groomed himself thoroughly. He's just kind of come straight out and sprayed it all over himself to kind of make himself think he smells nice. Oh no, I hope this doesn't sound too bad. I'm offending so many fans of this fragrance now. I'm so sorry, but that's what it smells like to me. Like, just something that a very young guy would wear anyway, and that's not what I was wanting. I mean, my husband's not older by any means, but more of a kind of an old gentleman, classy guy, a real man, a real man. That's what I wanted, and this just isn't that. So anyway, but it's very long lasting as well. 12 hours later, I could still smell it on him. So it's very long lasting. It's very strong. It's very linear though. It doesn't change. It didn't change from the first spray to 12 hours later to like 2 hours later. It smelled exactly the same as when it was first sprayed. And my husband really doesn't like fragrances like that. He likes the clearly defined top heart base notes, you know, something that moves between those accords, and something that just stays the same. is just not for him at all. So yeah, so I'm back to square one with this really. I'm not keeping it. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to either get my money back and keep looking and regroup, or I'm going to try and find something when I can get back into town and just swap it for something else. A good thing about the purchase was I managed to get loads of free samples with it. When you make a purchase, it's always a great time to ask for samples, isn't it? So I got loads, and I actually, they're all over the place. I've put them in a little box for my husband. So I've put them in a box for him. So there's plenty for him to be getting on with. The Valentino Uomo, lots of you gave me a big thumbs up for that one. So great if you like that one, thank you. I quite like that one. That's still something I'm considering. This one's Zadig and Voltaire. I got a tester of. It's called This Is Him. I've never smelt that one. I've never even heard of Zadig and Voltaire actually, so that's one to try. I got 3 of the Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. They're really plugging that one at the moment. And I'm wondering actually if it's the original Luna Rossa, which was the one that I smell on that card, this elusive smell, I don't know what it is. I think it could be the original Luna Rossa. It's definitely a Prada fragrance because those cards were only in the Prada section. So I've narrowed it down. It's a Prada one. I don't know which one it was. It's not Prada Amber, I know that. My husband loves that one. He's got that one. And it's not that one, but but they're all quite soapy, aren't they, Prada? So they're all quite soapy. But I think with the L'Homme Prada, it was just the it's for me the iris and the violet, the patchouli and the amber, all of it together, it was just too much. It was too overpowering for me, not to my taste really. Did I get any others? I got Dior Homme Sport. I like that one. I know I like that. That's gorgeous. So that's maybe one that I can come back to. Oh, I got a Gucci Guilty Absolute. I don't know if anyone smelt that one, if that's along the lines of what I'm looking for. Oh, I got the new Armani Stronger With You. I sprayed that on another video. I liked the initial smell, but oh, I absolutely detested that one as it dried down. It was so strong. I know this is really popular actually, and people I've spoken to in the shops are very surprised when I give them my feedback and say I don't like that one. I can't believe that I don't like it. I don't. It's so headache inducing. It makes me feel really sick, that one. I'm not doing very well, am I? So yeah. Any more? I think I've talked about some of the others in another video. Do check it out down below. But the ironic thing was, my husband's birthday yesterday, we went out last night for a meal. It's the first time we've been out for well over a year, maybe 18 months, that we've actually been out on like a date. And I so wanted this fragrance for him to wear it, to just be so perfect, and kind of to start making new memories with really. And obviously got it wrong with the L'Homme Prada, and I said, you know, well, have a look at these samples I've got, maybe choose one of those, just so there's something different that you're wearing for this birthday. And the ironic thing was, we were in such a rush last night getting out. It's crazy, trying to tell my mum, who was babysitting, what to do, how to do it. If baby does this, can you do this? If baby she's teething, put this on. We were late for the table that we'd booked, and in the car my husband said, oh no, I've not put any fragrance on. I said, you are kidding. And we just had a real good laugh about it, because he just completely forgotten to put anything on. So on his birthday he didn't wear anything. So the moral of this story anyway is, don't rush a special purchase if you can at all help it. If I could have helped it, I mean, if I could live in perfume departments and just spray all day. That would just be my dream. That's my heaven. You know, if I could have spent more time, I would have done. I've just not had it. Life's got in the way. But you have to try, don't you, and carve out time to find this, because I've just made a real big mess with this, and actually feel quite stupid about it. And I certainly won't ever forget L'Homme Prada. It's been fun though along the way, and thank you so much for getting in touch. Thank you for watching and for taking the time to comment and help me out. And I love hearing from you and all your opinions. And it's not over yet. I've not found it yet. So stay tuned, and I'll see what I finally come up with, which is for keeps. So have a great night, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed my little debacle, and I'll see you again for another video really, really soon. Okay, see you guys. Bye.